guys. Hi guys. So as you guys just noticed, last video I was drinking this, which I shouldn't have done. I had a moment of weakness, so I only drank a half cup, and I put organic chia seeds in there, but still. So I told you I had to brew my turmeric ginger pepper tea. It's grated turmeric and grated ginger, and I always have this in my house. That's my kid's pizza. It's not my pizza. It's organic pizza, but it's in mine. Okay. So I always have to keep a bag of this. These are turmeric. Looks like chopped up little fingers, and in a normal store, don't buy it at a healthy grocery store. Healthy stores, they cost too much. Go to an Indian or Chinese store if they have it. But I know Indians, because they use a lot of root herbs, would have this. And this bag only cost about $30 to $40. When at any other store, it would cost over $100. So that's what I always keep in my fridge. Have to. Because my body is so inflamed. I mean, it is bonkers inflamed. To the lightest touch, my body would be so inflamed. To any touch anywhere, it would hurt. But most of my inflammation is under my arms, my neck, and my back, because the lymph nodes are pressing on nerves that are connected to my back, and those nerves get pinched. That's why I had to use the gabapentin, because it's a nerve unblocker or blocker. I'm not really too sure. All I know is when the tumor is more of just inflamed lymph nodes that are extremely blocked, comes about. Well, now it is. Before it was a full-blown tumor, but that tumor was connected to a lymph node, and if they were to chop it off, they would have taken my lymph nodes. Don't get your lymph nodes taken. Those are your trash cans of your body. With each lymph node gone, that's one less trash can in your whole city. Your city is your body. It is a world of its own, and my body has lost its trash cans, dump trucks, and landfills. I have nothing now right now. So I have to clean all that out, clean my world, my body world out, so they can find new places to put my trash, aka my digestive system. My digestive system is the trash lands, and if there's no more room for any trash lands, they just sit there, and they never ever get to leave. And what I mean by trash, if you go to a landfill, when they're finally decomposed, that it is one with the earth, thus mean elimination. When it's finally decomposed, it can go down to the toilet. Or if you are off the grid, back on the land. But if you're off the grid, I doubt you'll be watching this. But you might stumble across it. Who knows? Off the grid, people do still get sick because they think they should be living off the land and eating all that meat, and they still go to the local stores. But those local stores don't have anything healthy. They have processed food because they're a small community, and they can't hold that much food because it's a small community and there's not a lot of buyers. So they sell processed foods. So the people who are off the grid and they want to get stuff and they don't know any better, they're going to go get that processed food, that processed sugar, that processed drinks, and they're going to take it back to their off-the-grid land, and they're going to partake in it. And a lot of those off-the-grid people, they say hunt, kill, meat, and their main diet is meat. That means they're protein, not protein deficient, but protein off the chart, because that's their main basis. And there's some communities where you're able to farm all year around, in the lower, but say you're living in a higher area of the country where there's a lot more snow and there's not much sunlight. So even though you're living off the grid, you still might be living just like as if you're living on the grid. So point is, if you have a weakness, I'm not perfect. I'm going through this with you, okay? We're in this together, okay? And I know you have weak moments too. I know you do, because it's so hard to let go of your childhood loves, because those childhood loves brings those wonderful, loving memories back to you and warms your heart on those darkest moments, or just when you think you forget. But then you come across the old ice cream truck that played that same tune when you were a kid, and you remember those summers and basking in the sun in the pool and running and laughing and going to your mom and saying, "Mom, can I have 50 cents? The ice cream man's here." And there it is, grown person, and you hear that tune and that ice cream man, and that memory comes in the forefront of your head, and you just pour bliss into you, and you want to partake of that memory once again. And nothing's going to stop you from getting that joy, especially during this time. That joy, that one little tiny piece of joy that you could have. It's not going to stop you. And you're going to get it. And you're not going to care, because you remember that joy, and you want that joy because you haven't had it in a long time. And you want that peace and that freedom that you had when you were younger. You can't have it. You have to let those memories just be memories. And you can't go back. It brings me, my husband reminded me of this. In the Bible it says, Sodom and Gomorrah, that family, I forget the names, God told them to leave the city and don't look back, because the fiery angel's going to come down and burn it. And the husband told the wife and the daughter, whatever you do, don't look back. You will turn into dust. You will be just like those people were. Nothing, because the fiery angel burned them all. And my husband reminds me, when you look back, because God is giving you a better gift, a better life with Him and not of this world. And when you look back in remembrance of what was, you are not appreciating what God has given you in this next. And I know in my heart it's hard for me not to look back, because I had some great memories. Great memories. And I want to relive that. Especially now being an adult. And you remember when you were a kid how quick you wanted to grow up. And then you look back and how great you really had it. When you were a teenager, you say the same thing, how quick you were ready to grow up. Not knowing you had it so well in your 20s. Here I am 30 now, in my 30s. And I'm still looking back at what was. And knowing what is going to be as I transcend into this higher frequency, and I transcend into the glorious of God, the miracles of God. How can I be so ungrateful to continue